Wayne Rooney is a professional football player from Liverpool. Rooney is the record goal scorer for the England national team and for Manchester United. He currently plays in the USA for DC United. In this video, we're going to be checking out Rooney and his hair transplant. Now, unlike many other celebrities of Rooney's calibre, Rooney has publicly come clean about his hair transplant. We can see in these images that Rooney's hair loss was progressing quite fast at a young age. Rooney tweeted back on the 4th of June in 2011, "Just to confirm to all my followers, I have had a hair transplant. I was going bald at 25, why not? I'm delighted with the result." Fair enough, Rooney. There's nothing to be ashamed of about losing your hair, so good on you for telling your fans. He was applauded during the time for being one of the first football players to admit it and talk openly about it. Now, male pattern baldness is thought to be caused by a sensitivity to DHT or dihydrotestosterone. DHT is created when the 5-alpha reductase enzyme attaches onto the testosterone hormone. This then attacks the hair follicles and leads to miniaturization of the hair follicle. Now, we've said it many times before, but if you get a hair transplant and you don't treat the underlying cause of your hair loss, then your hair transplant will be a complete waste of money. It's likely that Rooney spent around £15,000, and only 2 years after his first procedure, Rooney is seen with thinning behind the transplant area in the middle of the head. Now, if Rooney had addressed the reason why his hair was falling out in the first place, he may have been able to prevent further hair loss. It's also worth mentioning that hair transplants don't always go as planned. Two major side effects of a hair transplant, according to a 2014 study published in the International Journal of Trichology, conclude 42.47% of hair transplant patients suffer from post-surgical edema, which is a buildup of fluid that causes swelling. In addition, the same study found that 23.29% of people suffer from sterile folliculitis, which is an uncomfortable, itchy kind of rash or scarring as seen here. Rooney's doctors may also have recommended that he should take a harsh chemical like Finasteride after his transplant. The issue is, when you take Finasteride, you can succumb to a whole host of unwanted sexual side effects like a loss of libido and weaker erections. It's for that reason that at Hairguard, we recommend Rooney should take a more natural approach to combating his hair fall. If he was to take a multi-pronged natural approach, it may mean that he didn't have to undergo a second surgery where the hair fall had been thinning behind the transplanted area. Now, as the 5-alpha reductase enzyme that attaches onto the testosterone to create dihydrotestosterone, and those that are sensitive to DHT suffer with hair loss, the first thing that we recommend that Rooney should do is alkalize his diet. And that means removing acidic foods like red meats, dairy, simple carbs and alcohol, and replacing it with more alkalizing foods such as vegetables, fresh fruits, raw soaked nuts and seeds, and many more things. Another great thing that Rooney can do is regular relaxation. Stress can be a cause of hair loss, and Rooney, having such a stressful career, being such a high performer, having so much pressure upon him, this could have been causing his hair loss. So taking regular relaxation sessions, maybe some deep breathing, meditation or yoga, could also be something great that Rooney could start incorporating into his hair care routine. We would also recommend that Rooney does potentially 1 or 2 microneedling sessions per week, and this is where you use a device such as a derma roller to stimulate new hair growth. We've already created an in-depth guide on how you can use a derma roller as part of your hair care routine. What I'll do is I'll link that for you in the description, and I'll also put a link there for you to claim your free derma roller so you can start your own microneedling therapy from home. What we would also do is recommend that Rooney stops using harsh chemical-laden shampoos and instead opts for a more natural shampoo, preferably one that contains caffeine to help stimulate new hair growth. Chemical-laden shampoos and products are known to absolutely wreck your hair, so going for the more natural approach is something Rooney should definitely try. And finally, we recommend that Rooney should do regular scalp massage and use a combination of scalp elixirs. Now, we've said it before and we'll say it again. If you don't address the underlying cause of your hair fall, then a hair transplant will be a complete waste of money. Now, we really appreciate Rooney coming clean about his hair transplant, because there's nothing to be ashamed of if you're losing your hair, and there's definitely nothing to be ashamed of by taking a proactive approach. So hats off to you, Rooney. Thanks a lot. Now, we hope you enjoyed this video on Mr. Wayne Rooney. Do make sure to hit subscribe and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.